Good morning. I'm on my way to work. Please excuse my eyebrows because my daughter is at the age now where she feels like she can get into all of mommy's makeups. I'm trying to put foundation and everything on her face, and I'm like, no, those are mommy's things. So, I woke up with a disturbing dream this morning, and I realized this dream is for, um, it's a warning to somebody who subscribes to my channel. So I'm going to share what this dream is. So I'm gonna let you know what this dream, what happened in the dream, at least if I can remember. I remember talking to a woman, and I was telling her that I have 4 children. I have 3 that are in heaven, and I have a living child right now. And she was like, oh, okay, oh, yeah. You know, then the dream switched. There was a man, and I'm going to describe this dude. This dude was a dark-skinned man with he had a bald head. He's dark skinned, black man, bald head. He looks like he's probably late, I'm going to say late, about in his 30s, maybe late 30s going into his 40s. He had on a white t-shirt, kind of, jeans and some Timbs. Like he had like, looked like somebody from around the way. But when I saw him, I knew that this dude is evil. Like, I can't even describe him. He's just straight evil. So there was 2 women that I was talking to. None of these women looked like anyone I recognize. But there was 2 women, and they were sitting at the table. And I remember telling these 2 women to leave him alone. This man is very evil. I think he has killed before. I'm saying this in the real life. Like, I feel like he killed before, because in the dream, it's like I knew he killed before. But he had a very abusive, he was very abusive, but he put on this persona as if he was a good guy. When I saw him hit the corner at the kitchen area, I didn't see a kitchen, but there was a wall. But as soon as he went on the other side of the wall, I can see his face. He has a bald head, and he laughed in such a way like it's kind of like a childish laugh. But the guy is very evil. He is freaking evil. That I remember one point that I took him and I threw him off, like with force. I threw him off of the balcony, and he hit the ground with force. But I looked down and said, he's going to get up again. And I was warning the girl, and I told, it was 2 women. So it lets me know that this guy is dealing with 2 different women here. And I told them, you need to leave him alone. Don't have him around your children. Then I saw him inside of the car, and the way he was positioned, like he had his hands on his lap, trying to look innocent, and he was around this woman's children. So he's the woman that I'm talking to. I think there's one particular woman who looks at my YouTube videos, but there's another woman involved. But this particular woman has children, and I was saying to these women, leave him alone, get rid of him. Matter of fact, he walked out, and I was whispering because I didn't want him to hear. And I said, he is freaking crazy. Get rid of him. Get rid of him. It's like in the dream, I saw the force that this man had, and I saw the evil that he had inside of him, that this man did not care. Like when I tell you, we was talking about how some people, hardness of heart, and no. This man had no remorse for life. That's how horrible he was. And when I saw him in the car with her children, I was like, oh no. So I was in the dream. I was talking to these 2 women, and this is what I said to them. I am telling you to get rid of him. Leave him alone. Because when something happens, you are going to regret that I told you to leave this man alone. This man came across as if he is a serial killer. He came across in my dream like as if he is not a man to be trusted. I don't know if he was an African American man or African descent, but I do know he's a dark skinned man, and he has a bald head. So I needed to share that dream. And the reason why I know is somebody who looks at my channel that you're dealing with is because in the dream I said, yeah, I have 4 children. So I do videos. I've done videos of my pregnancy, my past losses, and my thoughts. So somebody who's been looking at my video, not him, but the woman. This man is very evil. I mean, I woke up in the morning like, what the heck? I mean, I literally woke up not too long ago, and I literally looked on Google and YouTube for a serial killer, and the description of this dude, oh, he was evil, honey. This dude had a bald head, and he comes across like, like the way he laughed, it kind of reminds you of a kid. And that let me know this dude has a mental issue, but it's more than just a mental issue. He knows. And the thing is that if he found out that they knew about him, Slim was going ham, man. And the crazy thing about it is that this man was in the car with this woman's children. So the woman who looks at this channel, you got a lot of children. Like you got, I want to say minimum 3. You have children, and this man is around them too. But he is very evil. He is very evil. So I don't know who you are, but you better watch who you got around your kid. And you look at the signs of certain people. Certain people kind of give you off this whole persona. But when he went behind that when he went on the other half of that wall, and I looked close at his face, and I was like, oh, snap. Like, this dude is not, he's not no regular. He's not even no regular crazy. He is like psychotic, like, he's done this before. He's done it before, and he tries to blend in like he's a good guy. But I know he's somebody that, around the way. And the reason why I say that is because of his dress, what he had on. So, y'all may say, Mona, what are you talking about? Or you may be the girl that was like, hold up, I know that ain't the dude I met. And I kept telling it's 2 women. It's 2 women that's in his life right now. But they're both going to get messed up. And one of y'all have children. This dude is not to be played with. He is not to be played with. Because I don't know how it showed me. Like, I had strength in the dream. And I picked Slim up. And I threw him off that balcony like with force to the ground. And when he fell, I looked down and I was like, he gonna get up. And this dude, and I told them, I said, don't mess with him. They were like, but what are you? I'm like, listen to me. I'm up here whispering. We at the table. He's evil. Do not. And they were like, well, oh really? It was like 2 women. And then we were at a round table, and I'm like, who? I'm like, look. And but yeah, this dude isn't right. He didn't have an accent, but it's the way he giggled like a freaking kid, man. I was like, oh snap. Oh snap. So I don't know who it is. You might have met somebody new. You think he's, and I saw him close up on his face, that his features, a very dark-skinned man. He looked like he could be in his 30s. He's a very fit man too. He ain't fat. He's a very fit man. I mean, you most likely sometimes see his muscles a lot, but this dude was evil as heck, man. He was evil, and I remember seeing him in the car. He wasn't no demon. This is an actual person. I don't know. But anyway, y'all better watch out who y'all got around y'all kids. And this dude kind of knew too. Like when he walked away, I'm trying to tell him like, look, get rid of him. You know what's so frustrating in a dream? Is that they were like, huh? I'm like, look, listen to me. Get rid of him. He is evil. He is straight evil. Y'all better, women out there, you better watch out who you got around your kids. You better watch out who you have around your kids. And who know where you stay at and what you do. And I don't know why, but then all of a sudden I started looking up black serial killer, because I felt like this man preys on women of color, and he's a black man. There's no doubt about it. In my dream, he's a black man. But I don't know which one of y'all done came across something and you thinking, you probably know he a little bit off, but yes, that's because he's nuts. He's nuts and you need to get rid of him. And if you're looking at this video and you ignored it, I said in the dream that, listen to me, if you don't get rid of him, you are going to remember what I said, and and something bad is going to happen, and you're going to regret it, because I told you to get rid of him. Get rid of him. Like, leave him alone. Like, cut him completely off. Don't allow him around your children. This dude is freaking psychotic, man. I can't describe to you how. And the thing is that he comes across as if he's just innocent. But that laugh, I would never forget that. He was like, it was like you ever seen a grown man trying to do a kid laugh? Like, that let me know you crazy. You freaking crazy. So some of y'all like, well, maybe it's not. No, look. And if I just describe to you what Slim look like, and you dealing with somebody that you just like, really, it's two women though. It's two women. One, I remember one lady, she was sitting down, she was drinking tea. We were at a table and I was warning them. And so that lets me know that this guy, he does this a lot, and he has a serial killer trait. Now, this is what I had in my dream, but immediately when I woke up, I was like, man, this dude was nuts. And it didn't have anything to do with me. And the reason why is because in most dreams, if you're on the outside looking in, or you're telling somebody, you're giving somebody warning. But this dude was crazy, y'all. I mean, I dealt with crazy, but this was beyond crazy. This was like psychopath, nut job. How you gonna get rid of him before he get rid of you? And the whole time this bam in a car with her children. Like, you ride around with this dude and have no idea what this dude is capable of. Y'all need not to be allowing all types of men to be around your children. And you better pay attention to people's behavior, because this dude has a great way of hiding it. But if he thinks that you know an inkling of who he is, he will kill you. He is not playing no games. Because I said in the dream that you better get rid of him, because you're going to regret what I'm telling you. So this was a dream. This was a warning dream for me to tell somebody that I don't know. This was not one of my friends, but this is somebody who looks at my videos. I know it may come off whatever and kind of crazy, but it was a dream. And I believe that God gives us dreams about warnings. He'll give us dreams about what's about to happen. The enemy can try to give us dreams, and they're called dreams. But this is definitely a warning dream. One of y'all dealing with a psychopath, and you need to get rid of him. You need to freaking get rid of him. He comes around and he tries to come up like I can't describe it. He has a sneak conniving way, but the whole time it's like him hunting on prey, like him preying on the weak, and it's women. And what I saw in the dream, this was not a white man. This was not a man of Latino or anything like that background. This is a black man. The only thing is that I didn't see is that if this was an African black man, or if he's like an American black man. So, but I do know he was a black man. He had a bald head. He had a freaking bald head. He looked like he was like in his 30s. He could be reaching like his 40s, but he was very fit. Very fit. He tries to come off like he's so freaking innocent, and he's around his woman's children. And you can imagine what I saw in the dream, because I'm looking like, oh my God, he's in a car with them. And I'm trying to whisper to them, and I'm trying to tell them, get rid of him. What? No, it got to the point where you wasn't listening to me. That I was like, look, I'm telling you to get rid of him. And if something happens because you didn't get rid of them, you are going to remember that I told you to get rid of him. So one of y'all met somebody new, and you think he is, but he is not what you think he is. He is the opposite. And Slim been doing this for a minute. Slim has been doing this for a minute. He has a trail of destruction. I got a vibe serial killer. He's a womanizer. He's an abuser. He's not even really a womanizer. This dude is he's crazy. He's freaking crazy, and he's strong too. Because when I threw him off that freaking balcony, and I threw him with force, like boosh. And when he fell on that ground, he was on the ground. But I said, he's gonna get up. He's gonna get up. So evidently he done did something before, and now he back on his psycho spree. But one of y'all that's looking at my channel, y'all dealing with him, and you need to let him go. If you like, man, he just Mona describing somebody I just met the other day, but put two and two together. And I remember his eyes too. His eyes are kind of like squinty, like people that have stuff like to move their eyes around. Remember I said that? But see, psychopaths and narcissist people, they can look you dead in your freaking face, man. And they will not twitch. They will not blink. You know what I'm saying? You better be careful. You better freaking be careful of who you bring around you and your children, who you let in your world, because these people are crazy out here. And this dude right here, he was crazy. And I walked up on him when that wall was right there. It's like he was one way this way, but I saw his face up close. And it ain't nobody I know. I don't play them type of games. It ain't nobody I know, but it's somebody you know. It's some woman that looks at my video. It's somebody you know and you just met. Leave him alone and watch what I tell you. Leave him alone and you're going to see something that's going to be revealed. But if you keep messing with him, it's going to be detrimental to you and your family. And you're going to look back and say, I remember when Mona put this video out. Because in my dream, I said, I'm trying to tell you, if you don't leave him alone, you're going to look back and say, I should have listened. Like, I told you so. That's what I said in the dream. So this dream was to you who's been looking at my video. I don't know who you are, but you're a woman. But it's not just you, it's another woman that's involved. The other woman, her hair was kind of straight, but she had like, it looked like a bob. I don't know if it was a lace front or whatever, but it looked like a bob. These look like, the other woman looked like a very, I don't remember the other woman's face, but the other woman looked like a very decent woman, like a working woman. Like these weren't no hood rat women, you know what I mean? Not saying that, the hood rat deserved to be strangled and choked and all this other, you know what I'm saying? But these were decent women though. Y'all better be careful, man. There's a serial killer on the loose, and he is preying on women and some women with children. Because this dude was in the car, girl, trying to blend. I'm like, if you get him out, like, I'm trying to warn whoever is dealing with this type of person. I'm trying to warn whoever is freaking dealing with this type of person. Y'all gotta understand, there are demons running loose out here waiting to take people's shells over. You see what I'm saying? And this guy right here, shoot. This guy right here, he was nothing to be played with. And that was dangerous because you got him in a car with your children. He wouldn't, and one thing I realized too is that he was in the back seat too, and he had his legs closed like this, and he had on the jeans, he had on the white shirt, the cut with the cut sleeves, and he had his hands. He tries to manipulate and blend in and make it look like as if he's so freaking innocent, but this dude was evil, man. He was freaking evil. That I was trying to warn these girls. I was like, look, they were both sitting at the table with their tea, like, I'm like, no, get rid of him. Well, listen to me, get rid of him. Something happened, you're going to regret it, and you're going to be like, I told you so. I remember that. So that's my warning dream. One of y'all dealing with some random trifling, he's a freaking killer, man. This is my dream that I had. It's a warning dream from one of y'all who y'all dealing with. Somebody you just met, or somebody I don't know if you've been talking to Slim for a couple of weeks or a couple of months, but he's new in your life. He's not the father of your children. He's not the father of your children. He tries to come off like he's a very innocent person. He has a very, distinguished laugh. Like this laugh reminds me of a grown person trying to laugh like a kid. And that let me know in the dream that he's crazy. He's freaking crazy with a lot of rage. Anyway, my prayers go to you ladies, but y'all better be very careful who you bring in your lives and who you bring around your children. I ain't playing them type of games. Like this dude was wicked. Wicked on wicked, like wicked. And he was strong too. It's like I got a sense like he killed somebody, and it was women. And that's why I was trying to say, like, get rid of him. Get rid of him. Don't stop putting these dudes in front of your kids. I mean, you had them in the car with your kids. So let them know where you live at. Anyway, y'all, about to go to work. That was my dream. Y'all have a blessed day. And I hope that whoever's looking at this will start looking at who you're dealing with and the way I described him. His certain features and everything. Like I said, this guy was very fit. I mean, he was fit. He's solid. He tries to come off like he's innocent, but he's not. Anyway, y'all have a blessed day.